Hello, church. I pray you're well. My name is Will Davis Jr. I'm the senior pastor of Austin Christian Fellowship here in Austin, Texas, and today is Tuesday, the 23rd of June. The year is 2020, and this is your daily ACF devotional. I was reading this morning, and I love this. I love when I read, and God gives me something right then for me and for you, and He did today. It's the first sentence of 2 Peter. It didn't even finish the sentence. It's just an introductory line. Let me read it to you. 2 Peter 1:1 says, Simeon Peter, a servant and an apostle of Jesus Christ, to those who have obtained a faith of equal standing with ours, by the righteousness of our God and Savior, Jesus Christ. I've got head-to-toe goosebumps. So this is the second letter of Peter. Peter originally, he took the gospel originally to Gentiles, but became really the missionary to Jews. And Paul took over the mission to Gentiles, but this is the last letter Peter writes. He's executed not long after this. And this has a Gentile flavor to it. He's writing to people outside the original nation. Remember, this is at least 50 years after Pentecost. So he's an old man. He's been at this a while now, and he's learned so much. And he says, to those who've obtained a faith of equal standing with ours. That is such an amazingly humble thing for him to say, and such an amazingly embracing thing for others to hear. Encouraging thing, inspiring thing to hear. Peter was one of the original 12. Remember? He was one of the inner three of Jesus. He was on the Mount of Transfiguration when Jesus was transformed. He was called out in Gethsemane to be closer to Jesus when Jesus was struggling with the pre-execution stress he was feeling. Peter was the leader of the church, and really the most vocal member of the church in the book of Acts until Paul shows up on the scene. I mean, this guy is a legendary Christian follower of Jesus. He's the one who betrayed him and was forgiven 3 times by Christ and restored, all those things. And he says, hey, your faith is the same standing as my faith. And I'm not better than you because I was originally an apostle or because I witnessed the resurrection or any of that. He says the ground is level. You've attained a faith of equal standing as ours. And the way you've done it is by the righteousness of our God and Savior Jesus Christ. It's by His righteousness. That's why the ground's level. Whew! So, in this day of racial tension, and this day of bad behavior toward all sides, but mostly right now toward African Americans, black people, including by Christians. It is so good to hear a first century leader say to us, there's one faith and there's one level. And it's because there's only one righteousness, and it's not yours. It's Jesus' righteousness. So this blows up any need to have celebrity Christians. This blows up any need to have followings of certain great teachers or great worship leaders or great bloggers or great speakers. And we really the American culture loves celebrity, and it's obviously in the church, and we have a lot of Christian celebrities. And that's really risky and dangerous for everybody. And here's Peter saying, look, you're going to get to heaven. There's no high-end neighborhoods in heaven. There's no elitism in heaven. The ground of Christianity is level because there's only one source of righteousness, and it's not you and it's not me. If I can boast about my righteousness, then maybe I can look down on you, but I can't boast about my righteousness. I can only boast about Jesus' righteousness, and that's what's in you too, so we're the same. Gosh, that's good. So, 2 applications are you have to recognize in yourself the value that you have, and that you are not damaged goods or less than Christian, a less than Christian because of your past or your mistakes or whatever. You're on the same level with everybody else because of the righteousness of Jesus in you. Application 2 is you also have to recognize the equality of everyone else. We don't get to elevate people because we think they're super Christians, because they're not. And we don't get to dismiss or diminish people because we think they're less than us. because of anything. The ground is level, and it's been made so because there's only one gift of righteousness, and it's God's through Jesus Christ. We have obtained a faith of equal standing. In my message this weekend, I'm going to be talking about how Jesus makes the ground level. It's from a wonderful verse from Galatians, and kind of thinking about trying to put a bow on some of these discussions we've been having on racism. This will probably be toward the end of those discussions, if not the end for a while, but we'll be back. Hope you'll watch it and listen to it, but more importantly, just consider this word today. I love that. You've attained a faith of equal standing. You're equal. That's a 2,000-year-old teaching. Pretty relevant, huh? I'm proud of you. We'll have a different devotional leader tomorrow on Wednesday. I'll be back on Thursday. God bless you. See you soon.